Hey there, folks. So this is the slightly late February Birchbox Man. I say slightly. It's February 3rd. This only arrived like a day before the beginning of the month. My relationship with Birchbox really isn't warm, really isn't cold, really isn't hot. It just kind of is. My relationship with Birchbox is basically like the opening scene of a chick flick that you would see on, like, Lifetime Movie of the Week. Just kind of there. We just kind of exist. I'm going to gripe a little bit. The way that they did the luxury item this month. And that's one thing that I've noticed about Birchbox. They have pulled away. So the whole idea when this first started back in 2013 was when I first learned about it. The idea was you had some grooming products and a lifestyle product. Apparently, they just pared that back to like a men's equivalent of the women's Birchbox, which is just like the grooming product. So I don't know if that's why, but usually they're pretty good on giving you a heads up that the lifestyle choice is available and coming. And it just so happens that I had my laptop in front of me, and I had the mail client open, and suddenly I get this email from Birchbox. Product choice is open. What the fuck? So I didn't even know what was available, because if you watch my past Birchbox videos, usually I try to do a little scouting to see, like if there's anything that's going to be size prohibitive that I can't fit into. So anyway, this was kind of a decent month. If only because, yes, there were a few stinker choices. One was actually kind of cool. I opted not to get it, although I may order it anyway. They had a 3-in-1 charging device. So, in other words, it had a USB for old-style Android phones, USB-C for the modern Android phones, the Samsung handsets in particular, and a lightning plug. And something like that is something I can use, but what I opted for instead was a scarf, because I'm kind of in that position. I can never have enough scarves, and it's kind of a multi-purpose scarf, so it's not like a really heavy, not a heavy, deep winter, thick. This is something I could just as easily wear over kind of a semi-formal outfit, or I could wear it into the office. So I wanted to do something a little hip and a little say 5-7 years ago trendy. So I'll give them this. At least there were a couple decent choices. Although again, I'm kind of curious in the big picture about this whole revision to the men's line. The fact that they're now offering just a box of samples, and they're kind of throwing the lifestyle item on. So let's see what is in our box of samples. And I guess, knowing that the scarf was going to be in here, it probably wasn't a wise idea to wear a navy blue shirt when I knew I was going to be getting a navy blue scarf. But we are opening this eventually. There we go. Alright, so let's see what the box inside the box. Alright. So we're going to open this up and hope that there's not another box inside the box. And I'm just going to make a little room on the desk here. So let's see what we've got. Birchbox Man, Volume 18, Issue 2. Okay, oh, there's the spoiler list. Don't want to look at that. So let's see what we got here. Okay. So my first thought, I'll just show you. Okay. I had two simultaneous first thoughts. So I saw this, And my very first thought was, oh yeah, they're throwing candy in there. A few years ago, I got a Birchbox subscription for my mother. I got her 1-year subscription. Apparently, they only gave her, at least according to what she told me, about 3 months of it before they stopped. But one of the things she said, they have their like makeup things in there, and there was some candy in there. So my thought was, okay, they're putting candy in the in the Birchbox, man. And my second thought was, Panda, you took a trip out to Colorado Springs last August. Don't these look familiar? Like something that you might have had a close and personal acquaintance with during your time in Colorado Springs? Of course, we know Birchbox Man is not going to be sending me edibles. My God, if you want to make the relationship go like white hot, Birchbox Man, come on, hook me up, man. So anyway, these are not, and they are not candies. They're actually multivitamin supplements. Look on point, be on point. These are the vitamins that promote healthy looking hair, nails, and skin, and the key nutrients that support a healthy heart. There's a suggestion so you don't have to look like a Romanian gymnast to feel like a Romanian gymnast. God, I'm a little tired. It's kind of late here. 10 calories per. I can get with that. So we'll do a reveal in another video. Give me about another month towards the middle of December. I've told everybody, I will have a moment when it comes to my weight where everything finally snaps, and once everything snaps, I will start reducing. So I kind of had that snap moment around the middle of December. I'm down about 30 or 40 pounds. Lost about 3 inches around the middle. I am almost to the point where I can get into those sports coats that I've been mentioning in some of the other videos. Not quite there yet. So kind of looking at this, a multivitamin might not be a bad thing. The big thing I'm looking for are the calories. It's like everything I eat, I have this like paranoid moment where I'm looking at the calories. Do I really want it? So anyway, 10 calories per. So yeah, we'll give these a try. Kind of, listen, Birchbox, I like what you're doing here. You're doing experimental things. This reminds me of the old days. And when I say the old days, I'm thinking like, 2013, when I was first subscribing, and you were just kind of doing these crazy, weird things, and they were cool, and then you kind of fell into a rut. So, more stuff like this. Let's see what else we've got in here. I'm just going to grab the next thing. Of course, the next thing I grabbed seems to be kind of buried under something. DTRT. Okay, I should know this. DTRT is one of those acronyms that means something. DTRT Shaving Cream Smooth Start. Soft, easy, aftershave 3-in-1 multi-shaving cream. It's only for men's skincare products. Shaving cream is named after a smooth start. Provides men of comfortable feeling with I have to be delicate when I say this. There was a website that in my young days as a graduate student, when I was still doing my teaching, and they put all of the grad students together in this kind of communal office. One of our favorite websites was one called English.com, and it celebrated the beautiful mutilations of the English language. There's just some great, sometimes obscene, but great adaptations of English at this website, and I feel like I'm reading that right here. Comfortable feeling with mild cream and makes skin relieve with steaming effect every time you shave. How to use: apply an even thin layer onto face, after that shave mildly and rinse off. Now, they haven't given the name of the company here. I know DTRT stands for something else. Oh, there it is. Do the right thing. All right. I thought it was something dirtier. I thought it was something, anyway. So, as you can see, well, actually, as you can't see, so part of that snapping that I mentioned that I mentioned in December also kind of involved shaving this down to the very thin goatee, and I finally reached the point. It's like maybe I need some facial hair. I don't know yet. Oh my god, I'm tired. I like the smell. The smell is good. I'm just not sure if I'm gonna grow a beard back or if this is gonna be one of those like temporary 1 week transition beards. I don't know, man. I guess I'm traveling. I'm doing the beginning of spring travel season starts next week, and I may shave down like Thursday or Friday. I don't know yet. But the Smooth Start shaving cream, absolutely like the smell of that, and of course, I'll give it a go. Let's see what else we've got here. I'm just going to grab another tube. Billy Jealousy Signature. He's upgraded his line, and look, they even put kind of a fake shiny gold on his name. Billy Jealousy. Gold standard, 4-in-1 wash. Oh my god. Lather all over hands, body, hair, and face. Rinse well. Okay, well. Not a big fan of multi-purpose washes, but alright. Let's see what we got here. This is from Anthony. Glycolic facial cleanser. Normal to oily skin. Objective. Let's talk dirty. Well, I'm already down with that. Strategy, glycolic acid removes surface impurities. Calendula, chamomile, aloe vera soothe, vitamins A, C, and E help nourish dry skin. And type that's so goddamn small, I'm not even going to try to read it. So, let's do the obligatory sniff test. Oh, I like the smell. I really like the smell of this. My big issue with any kind of facial product is, if you've used it before, whatever it is, it's going to stick with you for like 30 minutes, 60 minutes, depending on how fragrant it is. This is a fragrance that I would not be skunked by. And speaking of, I see one more thing in the box. It is Oribe Silver Pearl Eau de Parfum, where classic elegance meets the avant-garde. This crisp scent captures the essence of both modern fashion and timeless style. Notes of leather and fresh bamboo blend with the bright green fig leaf for a scent as rare and unforgettable as a silver pearl. So, based on the description, I'm probably going to like this. I can never go wrong with leather. I've never smelled bamboo before, but of course, we know the corollary to that. If Panda gets a cologne in the box and Panda likes the smell of it, the cologne is going to be fucking expensive. If I remember correctly, the last Birchbox that I did, the last cologne sample that I got that I really, really, really just liked, it was like $150, $170 for a bottle. It's like, Panda can't pay that, man. Panda's not making that kind of money. Sure enough, I like the smell. It's actually got like a very fresh, almost aquatic smell to it. Now, of course, I'm kind of reaching the end of my time here, the end of the stuff in the box. The one thing that we know about any fragrances, you put it on, it's got that kind of primary going on period, and then afterwards, once it kind of absorbs into the skin and takes up your natural aromas and the oils and everything else, it kind of has that secondary effect. But I'm really, really liking the smell on this. So, of course, my fear is, because I like the smell, this is going to be expensive. So, let's go ahead and we'll do the recap on the spoiler list. And let's see how expensive this cologne is. So, first and foremost, the Anthony Glycolic Facial Cleanser. Everything about this is just hitting my buttons. The packaging is clean and utilitarian. It almost looks like something Apple would put out. $28 for a full size. The Billy Jealousy Gold Standard All Over Wash, $36 for a full size. And I think I have to do some. I think I've mentioned this. I have to do some traveling next week. I have to go to Tucson for an e-learning conference. I think I may actually put the contents of this box in my dot bag and just kind of run from that for the week. I leave on a Saturday. I fly back on a Wednesday, so this should be able to get me through a couple days. DTRT, Do the Right Thing, Smooth Start, full size, $28. Goes on semi-transparent to allow for maximum precision. I don't care about semi-transparent. When my Barbasol goes down, that's all that I need. But we'll give this a try. This, I think, was the pleasant surprise. And again, so far my only complaint that I can think about is there's no resealing mechanism. So let me see here. If I got to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I've got 11 days of multivitamins in here. $16 for the full size. Depending on how they taste, I'm kind of at that age. I need a vitamin, and my inner man child could use a gummy in addition, besides a tablet. Why not? This Oribe Silver Pearl Eau de Parfum, full size, $105. Now, of course, I don't know if that's a 1.7. Excuse me. Oh my God. I don't know if that's a 3.5. I don't know how big the actual bottle is. But I'm really loving the smell, and oh my God, I'm having a moment. It's part of me is kind of thinking, get it. Part of me is thinking, oh my God, $105 for a bottle of cologne? I don't know. But I gotta say, I don't see listed, I don't see the scarf, but I think the scarf retails on the website for about $15. I gotta say, we're at the end of the video, and I'm not having moments like, oh my God, why do I keep this company? Oh my God, I'm ready to fire you. Oh my God, I'm making no divine invocations. So that's kind of a good thing. Y'all handed in a decent box. I'm not flipping my lid. Oh my God, this is great. But for a Birchbox, I'm not cursing the fates. Why am I spending money on this? I think I'll keep them around. My subscription is actually up at the end of March, so this is box that's coming in next month, or at the end of this month, the end of February, is going to be my last box on the subscription. So I'll probably keep them around. Let's see what happens. So anyway, that is your February Birchbox Man unboxing. If you want to go ahead and subscribe, please by all means. I think hit the subscribe button. Espresso Box, Gentleman's Box, Birchbox, those are kind of the 3 go-to men's style boxes that I'm doing unboxings on right now. I also have a few geek-centric that I'm kind of losing, again, that love affair thing with Loot Crate, Geek Fuel, and Super Geek Box. So anyway, there you go. I will see everybody probably towards the end of February. I'm actually going to try to get the March box video done when the March box arrives instead of letting it sit because life slammed me with a bunch of things. So there we go. I will see all of you at the end of the month. So until then, be good to each other. Stay safe out there.